خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا في محبة هؤلاء الخمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء. فقال الأمين جبرائيل: يا ربي ومن تحت الكساء؟ فقال عز وجل: هم أهل بيت النبوة ومعدن الرسالة، هم فاطمة وأبوها وبعلها وبنوها. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. فقال جبرائيل: يا ربي أتأذن لي أن أهبط إلى الأرض لأكون معهم سادسا؟ فقال الله: نعم قد أذنت لك. فهبط الأمين جبرائيل عليه السلام وقال: السلام عليك يا رسول الله. العلي الأعلى يقولك السلام ويخصك بالتحية والإكرام ويقول لك: وعزتي وجلالي إني ما خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا لأجلكم، وقد أذن لي أن أدخل معكم، فهل تأذن لي يا رسول الله؟ فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله: وعليك السلام يا أمين وحي الله، إنه نعم قد أذنت لك. فدخل جبرائيل معنا تحت الكساء. فقال لأبي: إن الله عز وجل قد أوحى إليكم ويقول: إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. فقال علي لأبي: يا رسول الله أخبرني ما لجلوسنا هذا تحت الكساء من الفضل عند الله. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وآله: والذي بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني بالرسالة نجيا، ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا إلا ونزلت عليهم الرحمة وحفت بهم الملائكة واستغفرت لهم إلى أن يتفرقوا. فقال علي عليه السلام: إذن والله فزنا وفاز شيعتنا ورب الكعبة. اللهم صل على محمد. فقال أبي صلى الله عليه وآله: يا علي والذي بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني بالرسالة نجيا، ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا وفيه مهموم إلا وفرج الله همه ولا مغموم إلا وكشف الله غمه ولا طالب حاجة إلا وقضى الله حاجته. فقال علي عليه السلام: إذن والله فزنا وسعدنا، وكذلك شيعتنا فازوا وسعدوا في الدنيا والآخرة ورب الكعبة. والأرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات ومن مات على ولاية علي بن أبي طالب عليه السلام، نهدي للجميع ثواب سورة المباركة الفاتحة مسبوقة بالصلاة على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
محمد وآل محمد صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وجل فرجهم. पानी नहीं मांगूंगी अम्मू मेरे आ जाओ, पानी नहीं मांगूंगी अम्मू मेरे आ जाओ, हाजत नहीं अब मुझको मशकीज़ा भी छोड़ाओ, पानी नहीं मांगूंगी, पानी की कहीं खातिर बाजू न कटा देना, पानी की कहीं खातिर बाजू न कटा देना। तुमको है कसम मेरी अम्मू मेरे लौटाओ, पानी नहीं मांगूंगी। करती है चची गिरिया मुँह ढाँप के आंचल में, करती है चची गिरिया मुँह ढाँप के आंचल में, और फज़्ल भी रोता है आकर इसे बहलाओ, पानी नहीं मांगूंगी, अम्मू मेरे लौटाओ। अब्बास की महशर में ऐ काश सदाए, अब्बास की महशर में ऐ काश सदाए, पढ़ते हुए यूं नौहा जन्नत में अनीसाओ, पानी नहीं मांगूंगी, अम्मू मेरे लौटाओ, हाजत नहीं अब मुझको मशकीज़ा भी छोड़ाओ। सलवात सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व आले मुहम्मद वज्जल फरज। मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद सलवात।
फूफी से बाप की हालत न पूछना सुगरा, ये दिल फिगार हकीकत न पूछना सुगरा, मुसाफिरों की निगाहों से दर्द पढ़ लेना, किताब गम की बारत न पूछना सुगरा, फूफी से बाप की हालत न पूछना सुगरा, दुखेगा और भी दिल सब्र करने वालों का, उठाई कितनी अज़ियत
न पूछना सोहरा। फूफी से बाप की हालत न पूछना सोहरा। नबी लहद में तड़पने लगे तो क्या होगा। सितमगरों की शकावत न पूछना सोहरा। फूफी से बाप की हालत न पूछना सोहरा। गमे पदर से रगे दिल कहीं न कट जाए। हुदूद सब रोकना न पूछना सोहरा। सिनानो सीने अकबर का जिक्र निकलेगा। दिले हुसैन की हिम्मत न पूछना सोहरा। फूफी से बाप की हालत न पूछना सोहरा। वो इंक़िलाब तबस्सुम लहू रुलाएगा। सगीर शाह की जुर्रत न पूछना सोहरा। फूफी से बाप की हालत न पूछना सोहरा। ख़याम शाह के जलने की बात पूछे जो। हुआ जो बाद शहादत न पूछना सोहरा। फूफी से बाप की हालत न पूछना सोहरा। दिखाए आके अगर नील ताज़ियानों के। फूफी से दर्द की शिद्दत न पूछना सोहरा। रबाब सर को झुकाए जो सामने आए। कहाँ है गोद की ज़ीनत न पूछना सोहरा। अगर मिले न सकीना तो सब्र कर लेना। अगर मिले न सकीना तो सब्र कर लेना। जिहाद कैद मुसीबत न पूछना सुगरा ख्याल आए न औखे गिरा काबिद को गले के जख्म की हालत न पूछना सुगरा पुपी से बाप की हालत न पूछना सुगरा ये कह दिया नौहारे सुकूत ज़ैनब ने गुजर चुकी जो कयामत न पूछना सुगरा
वाले मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम. I would like to invite Maulana Rafati Shah to come on down. Muhammad wale Muhammad Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Please recite Surah Fatiha and 3 times Surah Al-Tawheed for da'wat, especially da'wat of this center, the Shia Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Bismillah. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من همزات الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. الحمد لله على ما أنعم وله الشكر على ما ألهم والثناء بما قدم من عموم نعم ابتداها وسبوغ آلاء أصداها وتمام منن ولاها. ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أهل بيته المظلومين المعصومين المنتجبين الأخيار الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. كثيرا اللهم صل وسلم على مولانا وإمام زماننا الكهف الحصين وغياث المضطر المستكين وكهفنا وملجأنا حجة ابن الحسن المهدي اللهم صل على محمد وعجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل مخرجه وجعلنا من خير أنصاره وأعوانه والمستشهدين بين يديه واللعن الدائم الأبدي على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين صلوا اللهم صل على محمد السلام على قتيل الكربات السلام على الشيب الخضيب السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله صلوات اللهم صل على محمد Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My respected brothers and sisters, عظم الله أجورنا وأجوركم. بأربعينية الإمام Hussain عليه السلام, condolences first to our present Imam al-Mahdi عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف, and to be Fatima to Zahra, to the Holy Prophet, to Ahlul Bayt alaykum salam, and to all of you, the lovers of Ahlul Bayt, followers of Ahlul Bayt alaykum salam, for the 40th, the Arbaeen of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, and the day that the prisoners, the captives, the daughters and sisters of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam with Imam al-Sajjad alayhi salam came back to the city of Karbala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to be among visitors of Imam al-Hussain, among Zuwar Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam on the day of Arbaeen, which is one of the signs of believers, as Imam al-Hasan al-Askari alayhi salam mentioned. Believers, mu'mineen, real believers, they had 5 signs. One of them is ziyaratul Arbaeen. Another one is at-takhattumu bil-yamin, to have a ring in their right hand. One of them is ziyaratul Arbaeen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to be among millions of visitors of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam next year, with our present Imam al-Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajhu Sharif, ببركة صلوات على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد. As you know, we dedicate tonight's lecture in a very important topic that especially those who have relationship with those who are not Shia, with non-Shia, they have heard this question. People, non-Shia, to equate Yazid, to say that he didn't have any role in killing Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, they come up with this claim. They said that Yazid didn't kill Imam al-Hussain. Yazid didn't send anyone to kill Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. In fact, the Shi'ats of Hussain, the followers of Hussain, the companions of Hussain alayhi salam in Kufa, they sent letters to Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, 10,000, 5,000, many letters. They sent letters to Imam al-Hussain asking him, Ya Hussain, come to Kufa. You are our Imam, you are our master. We need someone to lead us. So when Imam al-Hussain accepted their request, when he came to Kufa, they surrounded him and they killed him. So the people who killed Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, they are not Yazid and his companions. They are the Shi'at of Hussain. They are the followers of Hussain who sent him letters asking him, Hussain, come, you are our Imam. When he came, they surrounded him and they killed him. Is it true? When we see the consequences of this question and this shubha,
that the enemies or Wahhabi, and especially Wahhabi and Salafiyya, came up with this question. First of all, they want to equate the action of Yazid. That Yazid didn't do anything. He didn't have any role in killing Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. He didn't do anything. Secondly, they will tell their kids. Yesterday in Salat al-Jum'ah, we had a brother who is not here. When he saw the topic for tonight's lecture, he told me, Sheikh, you are right. I was in a small village in Pakistan. In our school, the teachers, they would tell us that it's true. Yazid didn't kill Imam al-Hussain. Yazid is Amir al-Mu'mineen. Yazid, son of Muawiyah, is Amir al-Mu'mineen. He is Khalifa to Rasulullah. And Yazid didn't have any role in killing Imam al-Hussain. He didn't do anything. Even he didn't send anyone to kill Imam al-Hussain. Shia were those who sent letters to Imam al-Hussain, and they killed Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. So Yazid didn't do anything. And the consequences of these questions or these shubha is that, oh Shia, why are you crying for Imam al-Hussain? What is the reason of shedding tears for Imam al-Hussain? Well, the followers of Hussain killed Hussain. Hussain was a power against Yazid. Imam al-Hussain was against Yazid. And Imam al-Hussain was a bad person, to the point his companions killed him to raise the flag of Yazid. So why are you crying for Hussain? What is the reason of shedding tears for Hussain? Well, he was not a good person. Even his companions didn't like him, didn't follow him, and they killed him. So what is the reason of shedding tears and doing matam and azab for Hussain? Well, his followers, the Shia, you killed Hussain, and now you're here and crying for Imam al-Hussain. See the consequences of these questions. Shia killed him. Yazid didn't do anything. He is Amir al-Mu'mineen. Even the followers of Hussain, they understood that Yazid is haq and Hussain is against haq. So they killed Hussain. The Shias of Hussain they killed. So what are you doing? What is the reason of your tears and your gatherings, Muharram, Safar, Arbaeen? When you killed Hussain. When the Shias of Hussain killed Hussain. We have many answers for these questions. Inshallah, in tonight's lecture, as much as I have time, I prepared about 6 reasons and 6 answers for this question. That Shia, or, this is another important question. Some people, they come up and said, the people of Kufa, they killed Imam al-Hussain. The people of Kufa, they gathered, they killed Imam al-Hussain. It's not a true idea. No. Those who killed Imam al-Hussain, they were not the people of Kufa. Yes, some of the soldiers of the army of Umar ibn Sa'ad, they were people of Kufa, but they were not Shia to Kufa. And those who killed Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, we know their names, yet Umar ibn Sa'ad, Sanan, Harmala, and other people, la'anahumullah, we know their names. They are grandsons of Yahud and the Yahud of Khaybar, grandsons of those who were in Kufa, that Rasulullah freed them, and they had hatred of Amir al-Mu'mineen and Rasulullah in their hearts. So they came to kill Imam al-Hussain, to take revenge of their grandfathers. They were not people of Kufa. They were not Shia to Kufa. Inshallah, we will answer this question after you love salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. First answer. When we see they say that the Shia, pay attention to their question. If you search this topic in Arabic or in Persian or in English, in internet, you will find very interesting videos, especially from non-Shia, that they insist on this subject that the Shia killed Imam al-Hussain. First answer, what does Shia mean? What are the Shia known for? What does Shia mean? Literally and in terminology, in lugha and istilahan. Shia in letter or literally means man shayya'a shakhsan. Man baya'a shakhsan. Shia means if you follow a person. For example, we have an Instagram or we have YouTube of the Dar-ul-Hikmah Center. If you follow the page of Dar-ul-Hikmah, they said you are Shi'at of Dar-ul-Hikmah. Why? Because you are following Dar-ul-Hikmah. This is the meaning of tashayyu' or Shia. Man shayya'a shakhsan. When you go to the tashayyu', you are following the body of that mayyit. You are doing tashayyu'. You are Shia. So literally, Shia means when you follow a person, when you accompany a person. But in terminology or istilahan, Shia doesn't mean only a follower. Who are Shia? Shia are those who say that Ali ibn Abi Talib is Khalifat Rasulullah bila fasl. They are Shia. So if you go to the street, to any mosque, you say, who is Shia? They will say, Shia are those who say that Ali is the Khalifa after Rasulullah. He's not the fourth Khalifa, he is the first. They are Shia. Shia are those who say that Ali is the first Khalifa. This is tashayyu' in terminology, in istilah. And when we see a hadith of Ahlul Bayt, they approve this idea that Shia is not a person who said Ali is Khalifa. But you know, we don't insist on Khalifa as the fourth, Ali as the fourth Khalifa. He is Khalifa, fourth Khalifa, first Khalifa, third. No. Shia is a person who believes that Ali is the first Khalifa. And there is no one between Amir al-Mu'mineen and Rasulullah as the Khalifa. Let me tell you a beautiful hadith about the Shia. That who is Shia? Who is real Shia in Aqeedah, in terminology and istilah? في حديث صحيح, in an authentic and correct hadith written in Kitab al-Kafi, volume 1, page 373, Bihar al-Anwar, volume 8, page 363, عن أبي يحفور, one of the companions of Imam al-Sadiq عليه السلام, قال سمعت أبا عبد الله يقول, Ibn Abu Yahfur, he said, I heard Imam al-Sadiq عليه السلام said, Imam عليه السلام said, ثلاثة لا ينظر الله إليهم يوم القيامة ولا يزكيهم ولهم عذاب أليم. Three group of people on the day of judgment, Allah will neither see them nor have mercy on them, and they will have a severe adab in hellfire. Three group of people. Who are they? First group, من ادعى إمامة من الله ليست. First group of people who have these qualities, Allah will not see them, Allah will not have mercy upon them, and they will have severe adab in hellfire. First group are those who claim that they are Imam from Allah and they are lying. Those who say, I am Khalifat Rasulullah after Rasulullah, and they are lying. First group. Second group, وَمَنْ جَحَدَ إِمَامًا مِنَ اللَّهِ. First group of those who Allah will not talk to them, will not see them, will not have mercy upon them, are those who deny imamah or leadership or authority of an imam, of a leader who his imamah is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those who denied wilayah to Amir al-Mu'mineen. Those who don't follow Amir al-Mu'mineen as an imam. Third group, وَمَنْ زَعَمَ أَنَّ لَهُمَا نَصِيبًا فِي الْإِسْلَامِ. Third group of people are those who believe that those khulafa between Rasulullah, if we say Ali is the fourth Khalifa, those three Khalifa, those who believe that these three Khalifa, they have a part in Islam. Those who believe that, you know, they served Rasulullah. They were Rasulullah's companion. So what is the problem to say Ali is fourth Khalifa? I love Ali, I know, but it's okay. They were also good people. I will follow Ali as the fourth Khalifa. Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam said, these group of people, they are not Shia. They will have these punishments of Allah, as I mentioned, on the day of judgment. So, let's come to our answer. We have tashayyu' Shia in lugha and istirah, literally and in terminology. Non-Shia, they say people of Kufa, they were Shia. And the Shi'at of Kufa, they called Imam al-Hussain. Question, what kind of Shia they were? They were Shia in lugha, only their name was Shia, or no, they were real Shia. They were those who believed that Ali is the first Khalifa, not the fourth Khalifa. When we're going to answer this question, you will see some words of Ahlul Sunnah, not Shia, about the religion of Ahlul Kufa during the time of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullah alayhi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Sharh Nahj al-Balagha for Ibn Abi al-Hadid al-Mu'tazili, a very authentic book for Shia and Sunni, that they approve for on this book so much Ahl Sunnah. In volume 12, page 283, and also in Tahdhib al-Ahkam for Sheikh al-Tusi, volume 3, page 70. He said that after Amir al-Mu'mineen became Khalifa, Zahiran as the fourth Khalifa, when he moved his capital as Medina to Kufa, when he moved to Kufa, when the people of Kufa, they came, they surrounded Amir al-Mu'mineen, look what happened. لما اجتمعوا إليه أهل الكوفة. Non-Shia, they said that people of Kufa, they were Shia to Ali. They were followers of Ali. But we're going to say that no, they were not Shia to Ali. They were same as all Muslims. They said Ali is the fourth Khalifa. Not Shia in terminology. Not Shia istilahan, as those who say Ali is the first Khalifa. لما اجتمعوا إليه أهل الكوفة. When Amir al-Mu'mineen went to Kufa, the people of Kufa surrounded Amir al-Mu'mineen. فسألوه أن ينصب لهم إماما يصلي بهم نافلة شهر رمضان. They said, Ya Ali, we are in the month of Ramadan, in the days and the nights of Ramadan. Choose someone to lead us in Salat al-Tarawih. Salat al-Jama'ah. Mustahab Salat during the month of Ramadan. فزجرهم وعرفهم أن ذلك خلاف السنة. Amir told them that, look, this is not the tradition of Rasulullah. This is bid'ah. We shouldn't do that. And I will not choose anyone as an imam to follow him. فَتَرَكُوهُ وَاجْتَمَعُوا لِأَنفُسِهِمْ. They left Amir al-Mu'mineen and they gathered in a corner of the masjid. They started praying Salat al-Tarawih. فَبَعَثَ إِلَيْهِمْ ابْنَهُ الْحَسَنِ. Then Amir al-Mu'mineen sent his son Imam al-Hasan. Hassan, go tell them, do not pray. This is bid'ah. This is innovation. Imam al-Hasan went to him and told them, لا صلاة في شهر رمضان لا صلاة في شهر رمضان في المساجد جماعة. There is no Salatul Jama'ah during the month of Ramadan, but Salatul Wajib. Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. That's it. Look what the people of Kufa said. What the people of Kufa say. فَلَمَّا سَمَعَ النَّاسِ مَقَالَةَ الْحَسَنِ. When the people heard the voice of Imam al-Hasan, the word of Imam al-Hasan, صَاحُوا. They started screaming, وَعُمَرَا وَعُمَرَا وَسُنَّةَ عُمَرَا. Oh Umar, where are you to see that Ali is against your tradition? It means people of Kufa, they were not Shia to Ali. They were not Shia to Ali as we know that those who say Ali is the... No, they were same as other Muslims. It's first example. Second example, because some non-Shia, they come and said people of Kufa, they were followers of Ali. The reason is that they were in army of Ali. They followed Ali in battles, in wars. I want to say that no. Even those who accompanied Amir al-Mu'mineen, the soldiers of Amir al-Mu'mineen, most of them, they were munafiqeen. They were not sincere in their love to Amir al-Mu'mineen. In the battle of Siffin, it has written in Kitab al-Kafi, volume 8, page 58. And all the sources that I'm telling you, if you write these sources in internet, you will find the same book in Shia online library. So I will not give you any sources before I research about it, or after I research about it. قال أمير المؤمنين, Amir عليه السلام said, in the battle of Siffin, لما لقد أمرت الناس أن لا يجتمعوا في شهر رمضان إلا في فريضة. When Imam عليه السلام was in the camp for the battle of Siffin, Imam alayhi salam told people that do not pray Salatul Jama'ah during the month of Ramadan, Salatul Tarawih. وَأَعْلَمْتُهُمْ أَنَّ اجْتِمَاعَهُمْ فِي النَّوَافِلِ بِدْعَةً. I told them that Baba Salatul Tarawih is bid'ah. When you come together to pray Salatul Tarawih as Jama'ah, it's bid'ah. It's innovation. It was not during the time of Rasulullah. Look what happened. This is the word of Amir, not historians. Mawla said, فَتَنَادَى بَعْضُ أَهْلُ عَسْكَرِي مِمَّنْ يُقَاتِلُ مَعِي. When we say Ali is أَوَّل مَظْلُومَ عَالَمٍ, Ali was mazloom even between his companions, that's the reason. Mawla said, some of my soldiers in my army, they started screaming and saying, Ya Ahl al-Islam, غُيِّرَتْ سُنَّةَ عُمَرٍ. In my army, people of my soldiers, they started screaming, oh people, oh Muslimin, Ali is changing the tradition of Umar. يَنْهَانَ عَنِ الصَّلَاةِ فِي شَهْرِ رَمَضَانِ. Ali is forbidding us from praying during the month of Ramadan. This is the tradition of Umar. And Ali is against the tradition of Umar. Look what then Amir al-Mu'minin said. ثم قال لقد خفت أن يثوروا في ناحية جانب عسكري. I thought that my soldiers are going to fight against me if I insist on this subject. So now, can you name people of Kufa, the followers of Ali? The Shia to Ali, the real Shia of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib? Answer is no. For example, another example, at the Battle of Jamal, when the soldiers of Imam Ali saw that in the second side is Aisha, wife of Prophet, Hafsa, daughter of Umar, wife of Prophet, they said, Ya Ali, we were with you till now, but later on we are going to fight the wife of Rasulullah. So Ya Ali, many of them, they left Amir al-Mu'minin. What does it mean? It means they were Shia, literally. Their name was Shia, but their hearts were with other Khulafa. They preferred other Khulafa to Amir al-Mu'minin. So they were Shia, that's true, but they were Shia in loving Amir al-Mu'minin. And they loved Ali ibn Abi Talib in the same way that they loved other Khulafa, that they loved Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman. So you cannot name the people of Kufa Shia to Amir al-Mu'minin. As we know right now, that the Shia are those who say Ali is the first Khalifa. This is the first answer. Second answer, that the people of Kufa didn't kill Imam Hussain alayhi salam. When we see the books, when you see the videos of non-Shia, there are many books, there are many written, many words from ulama, from historians, like Sheikh al-Mufid, like Sheikh Baqir al-Sharif al-Qurayshi in his book. He said that أن مدينة كوفة كان مهدا للشيعة والعلويين. The city of Kufa was the center of Shia and lovers of Ali ibn Abi Talib. So they said, look, Shia, their center was Medina, was Kufa. So they gathered in Kufa. So all Shia to Ali, they were in Kufa. And those who sent letters to Imam al-Hussein, they were Shia. They were lovers of Ali. And the Shia killed Imam al-Hussein. How can we answer this question? We have it in our books. For example, Hayat Imam al-Hussein for Sharif al-Qurashi, volume 3, page 12, and many other books. We answered this question, that yes, you are right. The city of Kufa was the center of the followers and Shia to Amir al-Mu'minin during the Khilafat of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib. When the people saw the justice of Amir al-Mu'minin, when the people saw the government of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib, they decided to move to Kufa. There is a beautiful story, maybe it's for the first time that you will hear this information. Hajjatul Wada, the last Hajj of the Prophet, when Rasulullah wanted to leave Medina towards Mecca, Rasulullah told Ali ibn Abi Talib, Ya Ali, don't come with me. Go to Yemen. Go to Yemen and guide the people of Yemen. Preach them and help them. Then join me in Mecca. Mawla Amir al-Mu'minin, he was not with Rasulullah in Hajjatul Wada. Mawla went to Yemen. When Amir al-Mu'minin helped them, guided them, and thousands of people, they loved Ali ibn Abi Talib. They had love of Amir al-Mu'minin in their hearts. Then Amir al-Mu'minin joined Rasulullah in Mecca. So when Amir al-Mu'minin arrived Mecca, Rasulullah was leaving Mecca. So Mawla Amir al-Mu'minin was not in Hajjatul Wada. Amir al-Mu'minin was not in Hajjatul Wada. He joined Rasulullah while he was leaving Mecca. And then Ghadir happened, so and so. There is a beautiful point. Non-Shia, they say the reason of Ghadir, as I mentioned during Ghadir, they say the reason of Ghadir is that Ali ibn Abi Talib was a very angry person. He was upset all the time. So in Hajjatul Wada, he fought with many companions. So Rasulullah said, this is my last Hajj. Let me gather people. Let me tell them that if you love me, love my son-in-law too. So do not fight. Do not bother him. I know he's angry. So Ali Aslan, even he was not in Hajjatul Wada. He was in Yemen during Hajjatul Wada, during the last Hajj of the Prophet. So when Amir al-Mu'minin became Khalifa, when he moved to Kufa, the people of Yemen, the lovers of Amir al-Mu'minin, they left their houses and their city, they moved to Kufa. So the city of Kufa became the center of the lovers and Shia to Amir al-Mu'minin. And they lived in Kufa for a long time. So when we say Kufa, imagine, for example, London or Chicago. Can you say all people who are living in Chicago, originally they are from Chicago? No. Many of them, they are refugees, many of them from other cities. So they are living right now in Chicago or London or many other cities or even Milwaukee. Kufa was the capital of Islamic government. Many people from all around the Islamic government, they came to Kufa to be next to Amir al-Mu'mineen, to pray behind the Khalifa of the time. Not because they loved Ali, no. Same as they did to Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman, they wanted to pray behind Ali ibn Abi Talib. So the people of Kufa, those who were living in Kufa, were not all of them from Kufa. Many of them, they from Yemen. And so, yes, that's true. The city of Kufa was the center of the Shia to Amir al-Mu'mineen during the time of Amir al-Mu'mineen. But Shahada to Amir al-Mu'mineen was the year 40, right? Ashura happened the year 61. People of Kufa, they sent letters to Imam and Hussain the year 60. Because Muharram is the first month, so let's say the year 60. What happened between the year 40 to 60 during 20 years? What happened to the city of Kufa? What happened to the people of Kufa? During the time of Amir al-Mu'mineen, as I mentioned and as our ulama mentioned, many people, they were Shia. Many people, they loved Ali ibn Abi Talib. But during those 20 years between Shahadat Amir al-Mu'mineen and Ashura and Muharram, what happened to the people of Kufa? What happened to the Shia of Kufa? Here is the point. Mitham al-Tammar, he was one of the companions of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Hani ibn Urwa, Habib ibn Madahir, Muslim ibn Awsaj, many people. But what happened? Hujr ibn Adi or Uday, what happened to those people? What happened to the Shia to Amir al-Mu'mineen? After Muawiyah or Ibn Muljim, after he killed Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullahi alayhi, Muawiyah, he ruled the city of Kufa. He was Hakim and Khalifat of Kufa. During these 20 years, he sent some khulafa, some of his representatives to Kufa to lead Kufa. And he made Kufa as the second Sham. We know about Sham, how much they hate Amir al-Mu'mineen and Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. During these 20 years, or those 20 years, Kufa became second Damascus and second Sham. Look at the rulers that Muawiyah chose for the Kufa and for the people of Kufa. First Khalifa after Amir al-Mu'mineen in Kufa was Mughayra ibn Shu'bah. Mughayra was the one who attacked the house of Fatima to Zahra. Mughayra is the one who hit with his sword the arm of Fatima to Zahra 70 times. Imagine how much he hates Amir al-Mu'mineen. Now he is the ruler of Shia to Ahl al-Kufa. What he will do with the Shia? He will treat them in a good way? Of course not. After him, Abdullah ibn Amr ibn As. Amr ibn As was the army leader of Muawiyah in every battle. His son now is the Khalifa of the city of the followers of Ali. Will he treat them in a good way? Of course not. After him, Ziyad ibn Abi. Ziyad, son of his father. Because they didn't know who his father is, or who his father was. Some people, they called him Ziyad ibn Sumayya. Ziyad, son of Sumayya, because they didn't know who his father was. Later on, Muawiyah came and said, no, he is my brother. I didn't know that he is my brother. I just understood that he is my brother. So historians called him Ziyad ibn Abi, Ziyad, son of his father. After him, Abdul Rahman ibn Khalid ibn Walid. People know who Khalid ibn Walid is. And then Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad. So for 20 years, this group of enemies of Amir al-Mu'mineen and Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, they ruled Kufa. And their mentality, their way, their ruling was to kill Shia to Amir al-Mu'mineen. Was to kill anyone who says, I love Ali ibn Abi Talib. Look at the word of historians. Same person, Ibn Abi Halid al-Mu'tazili in Nahj al-Balagha, volume 18, page 44. He said, كتب معاوية إلى عماله أن يتبرأوا من علي وأهل بيته. After Shahadat Amir al-Mu'mineen, Muawiyah sent letters to all of his representatives in Kufa, in Basra, in Arbaeen, in Syria, in all around the Muslim countries. What to do? أن يتبرأوا من علي ibn Abi. To spread hatred of Ali ibn Abi Talib. To curse Ali ibn Abi Talib in front of people. On Minbar Rasulullah. Then what happened? فقامت الخطباء في كل كورة وعلى كل منبر يلعنون عليا ويتبرؤون منه ويقعون فيه وفي أهل البيت. All khutaba, all scholars, all reciters, all Imam al-Jum'ah, they started cursing Amir al-Mu'mineen and accusing Ali ibn Abi Talib on Minbar, in the streets, everywhere they were. They cursed Ali ibn Abi Talib. So imagine, for 20 years, and then وَكَانَ أَشَدُّ النَّاسِ بَلَاءً أَهْلُ الْكُوفَةِ لِكَثْرَةِ مَا بِهَا مِنْ شِيعَةِ عَلِي. The most dangerous place and city was Kufa. Why? Because most of the people of Kufa, they were Shia Ali. They were lovers of Ali. Those who moved to Kufa to be next to Ali ibn Abi Talib. So these khulafa, during 20 years, they came to kill the followers of Ali, especially in Kufa. What happened to them? Then فَاسْتَعْمَلَ زِيَادْ ibn أَبِيهِ وَضُمَّ إِلَيْهِ الْبَصْرَةِ. Muawiyah chose Ziyad ibn Abi alayhi la'inullah to be the leader or the Khalifa of Kufa and Basra. What did he do? فَكَانَ يَتَتَبَّعُ الشِّيعَ وَهُوَ بِهِمْ عَارِفٌ لأنه كان منهم في أيام علي. He knew the Shia to Amir al-Mu'mineen because he was living between them during the time of Imam Ali. He knew them. So what happened? He was looking for them. فَقَتَلَهُمْ تَحْتَ كُلِّ حَجَرٍ وَبَدَرٍ. He killed all Shia to Ali. Whoever he saw that he was Shia to Ali, he was lover of Ali during the time of Khilafat Ali, he killed them. Like Hani ibn Urwa and many people. Some of them he killed them. وَقَطَعَ الْأَيْدِي وَالْأَرْجُلِ. Some of them he cut their hands and their legs. وَصَلَبَهُمْ عَلَى الْجُذُورِ. Some of them he put them on cross. Like Maytham al-Tammar. Maytham al-Tammar, they killed him in Suq al-Kunasa. If you go right now to Kufa, there is a Suq by the name of Suq al-Kunasa. Long time ago, that place was the center of Kufa. They call it Suq al-Kunasa. They put Maytham al-Tammar for 40 days. Some people say less, some people say no. On cross in Suq al-Kunasa. Why? Because he was a lover of Ali. He was follower of Ali. Ibn Sulayh, same thing. They put him on cross in Suq al-Kunasa. Why? Because he loved Ali ibn Abi Talib. So some of them he killed them. Some of them he put them on cross. Some of them he cut, they left their hands and legs. Well, some of them وَطَرَّدَهُمْ وَشَرَّدَهُمْ مِنَ الْعِرَاقِ. Some of them they moved forcefully from Iraq. They went to other cities. They immigrated. فَلَمْ يَبْقَى فِي الْكُوفَةِ مَعْرُوفٌ مِنْهُ. So in the city of Kufa, no one left who was known as his tashayya, that he is follower of Ali. Some of them, they moved forcefully. The people, as I told you, they named, the people of Yemen, who Amir al-Mu'mineen guided them, who after Khilafat Ali from Yemen, they moved to Kufa to be under the government of Amir al-Mu'mineen. They are, during the time of Ziyad ibn Abi, when they saw the oppression of Ziyad, they moved. They left Kufa. Some of them in hadith mentioned that فَهَجَرَ مِنْهُمْ 50,000 نَسَمَ فِي لَيْلَةٍ وَاحِدَةٍ. 50,000 family left the city of Kufa from the Shia to Ali, the followers of Ali, forcefully إِلَى بِلَادِ الْفَارْسِ وَخُرَاسَانِ, to Fars and Khurasan. When we see the history of city of Qom, before the name of city of Qom was Komandan. They were small villages in Qom next to each other because there was a river in between, and there was many cities around the city of Qom, around that river, that they would call it Komandan. So the Ash'ariyin, the people of Kufa, the people of Yemen, lovers of Ali ibn Abi Talib, those who were sincere in their love to Ali ibn Abi Talib, they moved to Qom, to Komandan. When they settled over there, when they stayed there, they raised Komandan as a city. So it became a city. That's why they call it Qom. They established the city. So they called it Qom. Many of them, they went to Kabul. Many of them, they moved to Pakistan or to India. We say in Persian that adu shabat sabab khair agar khuda khahad. Enemy will be a reason of goodness and khair if Allah wants. If Ziyad ibn Abi, Muawiyah, Yazid, they wanted to destroy Shia to Ali, lovers of Ali. But it was the reason that Shia is spread all around the world. That's why some people, they come up and they said the history of Tashayyu in Iran is for the time of Safawiya. No, it was during the time of Amir al-Mu'mineen, when Ash'ariyin and people of Kufa and some people of Yemen, they moved to Qom. This is the history of Tashayyu in Iran. It started from Qom. That's why Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam told us, whenever you are in pain and difficulties, go and take refuge in people of Qom. Why? Because they are real lovers of Ahlul Bayt. They are not all of them from Qom. Some of them they are Kufa, some of them from Kufa, some of them from Yemen. They moved to Qom. That's why anytime, because they are sincere, meaning learn from them. Be same as them. Be patient during difficulties. So, some of them, they killed them, the Shi'at of Amir al-Mu'mineen, during these 20 years. And very few amount of people left in Kufa. Those who were not famous as they Tashayyu, that they were follower of Ali. Now here is the question. Okay. During the year 40 till 60, from Amir al-Mu'mineen to the Muharram, to Ashura, Imam al-Hussain, Khulafa from Yazid, Muawiyah, they killed all Shia. Sheikh, if there was not any Shia in Kufa, then who sent letters to Imam al-Hussain? Who were those who sent letters to Imam al-Hussain? Hussain, come to Kufa. We need an Imam and you are our Imam. If they were not Shia, then why did they send letters to Imam al-Hussain if they were not Shia? Answer, yes. Many people, they sent letters to Imam al-Hussain. But who were those who sent letters to Imam al-Hussain? All of them, they were Shia to Imam al-Hussain. All of them, they were lovers of Imam al-Hussain. Answer, no. Many of those who sent letters to Imam al-Hussain, yes, they were his followers, like Mukhtar al-Thaqafi, like Habib ibn Madahir, like Musayyib ibn Najba, like Rufa'a ibn Shadad. They sent letters to Imam al-Hussain and they followed him. Like Habib ibn Madahir, he was murdered with Imam al-Hussain on the day of Ashura. Some of those who sent letters to Imam al-Hussain, they were in prison on the day of Ashura. Like Mukhtar, he sent letters to Imam al-Hussain, but he was in prison of Ubaydullah. Like, for example, Rufa'a ibn Shadad, Musayyib ibn Najba, they were in prison. They couldn't go and help Imam al-Hussain. That's why after Ashura, when Ubaydullah freed them, they did Qiyam al-Tawwabin to take revenge of Imam al-Hussain. Mukhtar did his Qiyam to take revenge of Imam al-Hussain. Yes, they were Shia, but the few amount of Shia, they were in prison. Here is the point, that most of those who sent letters to Imam al-Hussain, they were not followers of Hussain. They were not Shia to Hussain. And many of them, they were soldiers of Ubaydullah, soldiers of Yazid. They wanted to bring Imam al-Hussain in their side, in their land, to kill Imam al-Hussain easily. And Imam al-Hussain knew that. That's why when the Shia, when they sent letters to Imam al-Hussain, Ya Hussain, come, we are your Shia, we are your followers. What did Imam al-Hussain reply? He said, Wa alaykum as-salam ayyuhal muslimun. Peace be upon you, O believers. Not Ya Shi'ati, Muslimun. Look, they said, Ya Hussain, when Habib and others sent letters, we are your Shia, we are your followers. Imam replied, Ya ayyuhal muslimun, O believers. You are not my Shia. I know that some of you are munafiqeen. You are not my followers. So a reason, it was the strategy of Yazid and Ubaydullah to bring Imam al-Hussain to Kufa and to kill him in their land. Easily, to surround Imam al-Hussain and kill him. So not all followers of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, not those who sent letters to Imam al-Hussain, all of them, they were soldiers of Hussain. Many of them, they were soldiers of Ubaydullah. Second answer. Third answer for this question, that did the Shia kill Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam? Answer is that no. Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam himself on the day of Ashura, he addressed the army of Ibn Ziyad. What did Imam Hussain alayhi salam say? Sorry to say these words. When Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam was on the ground, when the enemies thought that Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam died, and there is no power in the body of Imam al-Hussein, Umar ibn Sa'ad, this evil person, told his army, go and attack the tent of Imam al-Hussein. Go and attack Khiyam al-Zalama, the tent of oppressors. When they attacked, then Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam stood up. What did Imam Hussein alayhi salam say? Imam alayhi salam said, وَيْحَكُمْ يَا شِيعَةَ آلَ أَبِي سُفْيَانَ. Shame on you, or the Shia, or the followers of Ala Abi Sufyan, or the Shi'at of Abu, or the Shi'at of Yazid, or the followers of Yazid. وَيْحَكُمْ يَا شِيعَةَ آلَ أَبِي سُفْيَانَ إِنْ لَمْ يَكُنْ لَكُمْ دِينٌ وَكُنْتُمْ لَا تَخَافُونَ اللَّهَ فَكُونُوا أَحْرَارًا فِي دُنْيَاكُمْ. If you are not Muslim, if you don't believe in the Day of Judgment, at least be a free person. At least do not attack my tent, my family since I'm alive. Be free, don't do that. Then Umar ibn Sa'ad said, don't do that, he's still alive. So Imam, and we don't have any place that Imam al-Hussein told the army of Yazid, oh Shi'ati, oh my followers, oh my lovers, you send me letters to come and then you are against me. No, all the time you are Shi'ata al-Abi Sufyan. You are not my Shia, you are Shi'ata al-Abi Sufyan. Another answer, which is the fourth answer, those who came to kill Imam al-Hussein, they introduced themselves. Many of them, they said, Ya Hussein, إِنَّا نَقْتُلُكَ بُغْضًا لِأَبِيكِ. We want to kill you as much as we hate your father. Ya Sahib al-Zaman, I'm so sorry to say these words. Some of them, they told Imam al-Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Kadhab ibn Kadhab. Oh liar, son of liar. Some of them, they said, Ya Hussein, Ubshir ibn Nar. Ya Hussein, you are going to enter her fire. Some of them, when Imam Hussein was praying, they said, Ya Hussein, إنها, meaning the salah لا تقبل منك لأنها خرجت على أمير المؤمنين يزيد. Your salat is not going to be accepted because you stood up against Amir al-Mu'mineen. It means they were not followers of Hussein. They were not Shia to Hussein. They were Shia to Yazid alayhi la'an. Fifth answer for this question, those who killed Imam al-Hussein, those who slaughtered Imam al-Hussein, those who hit Imam al-Hussein with the sword, rocks, anything they had, their names have written in the history. We know them. All of them, they were not Shia. They were not followers of Hussein. And they were not known for their tashayyu and for their love to Amir al-Mu'mineen. Let me see some of their names. Yazid ibn Muawiyah. We know who that person was. Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad. We know him. And we know his father. Umar ibn Sa'ad. His father, Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas, who mocked Amir al-Mu'mineen and Rasulullah. Shibr ibn al-Joshan. Qais ibn Ash'ath, Abdullah ibn Zuhair al-Azadi, Hussain ibn Numayr, who attacked the house of Rasulullah, who burned the house of Rasulullah. Then he attacked the Medina, attacked the masjid of Rasulullah. These individuals, can you name them Shia? Hajjar ibn Abja. Hajjar ibn Abja, if you remember, I said his name, he was one of those who sent letters to Imam al-Hussein. But on the day of Ashura, he was the person who stole Man akhada qamis al-Hussein. He stole the shirt of Imam al-Hussein. He sent letters to Hussein. Can you name these persons Shia to Hussein? Lover of Hussein. Sanan ibn Anas, Harmala ibn Qahil, Murdad ibn Murrah, Abu al-Hutuf, all of them. They were grandsons of the Jews of Khaybar. They were grandchildren of the kuffar of Quraysh and Mecca. And the shi'r, the famous shi'r that Yazid recited when he was hitting the teeth of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam showed his true color. To tell people that, oh people, I don't know, they have these proof, these ash'ar, these poems in their books, but still they insist on this subject that Shia killed Hussein. Baba Ibn Taymiyyah, who is known as his hatred to Ahlul Bayt, Ibn Taymiyyah, he said, Al-Hussein qatalahu Yazid ibn Muawiyah. Ibn Taymiyyah, he confessed that Baba Hussein, Yazid ibn Muawiyah killed him. But some of Wahhabi and Salafi right now, no, Shia, they killed Hussein. Look, what did Yazid recite when he was insulting the head of Imam Hussein? You know the poem? He said, لَيْتَ الشَّاخِي بِبَدْرٍ شَهَدُوا جَزَعَ الْخَزْرَجِ مِنْ وَقْعَ الْأَسَدِ. I hope my grandfathers Abu Sufyan, Sakhr. I hope they were here to see what they have done. لَأَهَلُّوا وَاسْتَهَلُّوا فَرَحًا. They would celebrate, they would laugh, they would be happy to see what they have done, what they did. لَعَبَتْ هَاشِمُ بِالْمُلْكِ فَلَا خَبَرٌ جَاءَ وَلَا وَحْيٌ نَزَلَ. Bani Hashim, grandsons of Prophet, they said, we are Rasulullah's companions, we are Allah's representatives on the earth. I killed them. Nothing happened. There is no news. There is no revelation. There is no punishment from Allah. It means that he didn't even believe in Rasulullah. He didn't believe in Wahy. I killed grandson of Rasulullah, but nothing happened. There is no punishment. There is no Wahy. There is no revelation. قَدْ قَتَلْنَا الْقَرْنَ مِنْ صَادَاتِهِمْ وَعَدَلْنَاهُ بِبَدْرٍ فَاعْتَدًا. We killed Hussain, the master of Bani Hashim, and now we are equal to those who attacked us in battle. Look, shows his hatred to Ahlul Bayt, to Amir al-Mu'mineen. Then he said, لَسْتُ مِنْ خِنْدَ فَإِنْ لَمْ أَنْتَقِمْ مِنْ بَنِي أَحْمَدَ مَا كَانَ فَعَلَ. I am not son of Khindif. I am not son of Khindif, his mother, if I don't kill all of those who attack my grandfathers. Meaning, Rasulullah. And then he said, مِنْ بَنِي أَحْمَدَ, son of Rasulullah. Those who killed my grandfathers. Allah. They showed their true colors. But still we have some people who say that no, they were Shia. And the sixth answer for the question that did the Shia kill Hussein is that no, Allah. Those who killed Imam al-Hussein, not only they were not Shia, they were not even a Muslim. And not only they were not Muslim, they were not even a human being. A person who is able to steal earring of a daughter, 3-4-year-old daughter, can you name him a person? Can you name him a human being? Let alone Muslim, let alone Shia. No. Sorry to say these words, but these are the words that have mentioned in history about the tragedy of Imam al-Hussein. Look, what did the enemies of Hussein did to Imam al-Hussein? And yet, can you name them Shia? Can you say they loved Hussein? They were Shia to Hussein? Ibn Athir, one of the ulama of Ahl Sunnah, in his book Kitab al-Kamil, volume 4, page 79. If you want to turn off the lights, that's fine. He said, وَصُلِبَ الْحُسَيْنِ مَا كَانَ عَلَيْهِ. After they killed Imam al-Hussein, they stole whatever Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam was wearing. Suliba, they stole. They take everything Imam alayhi salam was wearing. I cannot translate these words. Ya Sahib al-Zaman, I'm so sorry. فأخذ سراويله بحر بن كعب وأخذ قيث بن أشعث قطيفة الحسين. Qayth, son of Ash'ath, he stole the qaba of Hussein, the rida of Hussein, the robe of Hussein. وأخذ نعليه الأسود الأزدي. Allahu Akbar. Shoes of Imam al-Hussein. Al-Aswad al-Azadi, he stole the shoes of Imam al-Hussein. وَأَخَذَ سَيْفَهُ رَجُلٌ مِنْ دَارِمْ. A person from the city of Darim, he stole the sword of Imam al-Hussein. Not only that, a person after Ashura, he came after Shahada to Imam al-Hussein, he didn't get anything as a reward, as a gift from the body of Hussein. When he entered Qatibah, he was looking for something between the sword and spears. He didn't find anything. He saw something is shining under the sky. When he saw that was the ring of Hussein, the ring of Rasulullah. He came to take out that ring, he couldn't. What did he do? وَقَطَعَ أَنَامِلَ الْحُسَيْنِ. He cut the fingers of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam to take the ring of Imam al-Hussein. Can you call these people mu'min? Can you call these people Muslim? Wallah not. Even a human being is not able to do such actions. But they did this crime to Imam al-Hussein. After that, when Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, his body was on the ground of Karbala, Umar ibn Sa'ad ordered people who can go and trample the body of Hussein with his swords, who is able to go and trample the body of Abu Abdullah. 10 people said, Ya Umar, we will do that. Hadarakum Allah, this is the word of Maqtal. فدفأتوا فداسوا الحسين بخيولهم حتى رضوا صدره وظهره. They came with their horses, they trampled the body of Abu Abdullah. What happened? حتى رضوا صدره وظهره. You know what radha mean? We have about Imam al-Kadhim, the saq al-mardud, the halaq al-quyud, Imam alayhi salam said, they crushed the bones of Imam al-Kadhim when the horses trampled the body of Abu Abdullah. They crushed the chest of Imam al-Hussain. They crushed the bones of the back of Imam al-Hussain. أجرك الله يا صاحب الزمان. أجرك الله يا أبو عبد الله. This evil person, Umar ibn Sa'd, who ordered to trample the body of Hussein, who ordered to attack the tent of Imam al-Hussein, historians mention in 2 places, even Umar ibn Sa'd, he cried for Imam al-Hussein. Allahu Akbar. Not out of love and sympathy, no. As much as the tragedy of Hussein was difficult and hard, even the enemies cried for Hussein. Even the darkest hearts shed tears for Imam al-Hussein. In 2 places, even Umar ibn Sa'd cried for Hussein. One moment was when Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam was in Qatligah. فأن أنة بكى منها الصديق والعدو. When Imam al-Hussein's body was in Qatligah, the enemies attacked. فضربوه بالسيوف والرماح والخشب والعصا والحجار. They hit Hussein's body with sword, with a spear, with cane, with rocks. Imam al-Hussein's body was in Qatligah. Then people heard that Imam al-Hussein said, from the of Imam al-Hussein, friends and enemies, they cried. That broke the heart of Umar ibn Sa'd. I will say, what happened to the heart of Bibi Zainab? What happened to the heart of Sakina? What happened to the heart of Ruqayya when they heard of Hussein? Umar ibn Sa'd cried when Imam al-Hussein said, and then he said, Ya qawm anzilu ila al-Hussein warihu. People, do not bother Hussein anymore. Go and finish him. Go and slaughter his head. Wallahi qatta'a qulubana bi'annatih. Wallahi, he caught our heart with his Go and finish him. It was one moment that even Umar ibn Sa'd cried for Imam al-Hussein. Second moment that even Umar ibn Sa'd cried for Imam al-Hussein was the time that دخل في قلبه السهم المثلث. When Harmala hit the chest of Imam al-Hussein with his arrow that had 3 heads. They saw Umar ibn Sa'd walla ila al-khiyam. He went to his tent, he couldn't see. They told him, Ya Umar, what happened? What are you doing? Why did you go back to the tent? He said, انظروا إلى الحسين فإنه حيران في استخراج السهم. Look at Hussein, he don't know how to get out the arrow from his chest. Why? Because the arrow that Harmala hit the chest of Hussein with, that arrow came out from the back of Imam al-Hussein. Imam Hussain didn't know he should get it out from his chest or from his back. Another point that all enemies cried was the moment that Imam al-Hussain took the blood of his heart. فَخَضَّبَ لِحْيَتَهُ بِدَمِهِ. He dyed his beard with his blood. السلام على الشيب الخضير. صلى الله عليك يا مولانا يا أبا عبد الله يا رحمة الله الواسعة ويا باب نجاة الأمة. Take your tears. Now is the time of istijabat to dua. Normally I don't do that, but now that you cried, take your tears. Raise your hand to the sky. Now is the time of istijabat to dua. Ilahi badamat al-Hussain. Ilahi, where were you in the tears that we cried for Hussain, that we shed for Hussain? Allahumma ajjal liwaliyika al-faraj. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج. عز وجل حسين يا الله.
Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein.
कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पर, कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पर, कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पर, कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पर। सज्जाद रो रहे हैं ज़ैनब से मुँह छुपा के, ऐसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पर, कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पर। एक सिंध बेकफन है भाई का उसके लाशा, अब्बास की बहन का बाकी रहा न पर्दा। अब सोचती है ज़ैनब मांगे कफन या चादर, ऐसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पर, कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पर, कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पर। एक सिंध बेकफन है भाई का उसके लाशा, अब्बास की बहन का बाकी रहा न पर्दा। अब सोचती है ज़ैनब मांगे कफन या चादर, ऐसी शाम आई कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पे आजू कहीं पड़े हैं लाशा कहीं पड़ा है ज़ैनब की बेबसी पे गाजी तड़प रहा है रोती है बेकसी भी फर्शे अज़ा बिछा के कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पे कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पे सजद रो रहे हैं ज़ैनब से मुँह छुपा के ऐसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पे कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पे जाद से लिपट के कहती रही सकीना एहसास हो रहा है मैं हो गई यतीमा आलिम डरा रहा है नेज़ा दिखा दिखा के कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा पे कैसी शाम आई औलाद सैयदा दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे लाऊं कैसे है दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे लाऊं कैसे दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे लाऊं कैसे है दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे लाऊं कैसे अते हाय रोता है कलम लफ्ज बनाऊं कैसे है रोता है कलम लफ्ज बनाऊं कैसे दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे लाऊं कैसे है दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे लाऊं कैसे जख्म जो जिस्म पे आए हैं दिखा सकता हूँ जख्म जो जिस्म पे आए हैं दिखा सकता हूँ दिल जो शाम में आए दिखाओ कैसे है दिल जो शाम में आए दिखाओ कैसे है दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे लाऊं कैसे है दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे लाऊं कैसे है रोता है कलम लफ्ज बनाऊं कैसे है दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे लाऊं कैसे जिनकी मदर का जनाजा था 18 के बाद जिनकी मदर का जनाजा था 18 के बाद सरबरना सरे आज़ार बुलाऊं कैसे है सरबरना सरे आज़ार बुलाऊं कैसे है दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे कैसे है दर्द सजाद के किरतास पे कैसे अब जो ना हूँ मैं है हुए बच्चे उठाओ कैसे है दर्द सजाद के तेरे दास पे लाओ कैसे है दर्द सजाद के
तेरे दास पे
लाओ कैसे हाय रोता है कलम लफ्ज बनाओ कैसे हाय रोता है कलम लफ्ज बनाओ कैसे दर्द सजा के
तेरे दास पे लाऊं
बाबे जोला हूँ मैं तो के गिरा दे पे गुलो बाबे जोला हूँ मैं तो पे गिरा दे पे गुलो ऊँटों से खेते हुए बच्चे उठाओ कैसे है ऊँटों से खेते हुए बच्चे उठाओ कैसे है दर्द सजाद के तेरे दास पे लाओ कैसे है दर्द सजाद के तेरे दास पे लाओ सिया पाँव में छाले थे तमाचों के निशान सिया पाँव में छाले थे तमाचों के निशान हसरतो यासिर की तबीयत को उठाओ कैसे है हसरतो यासिर की तबीयत को उठाओ कैसे है दर्द सजाद के तेरे दास पे लाओ कैसे या हुसैन 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 या हुसैन
صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. This is a very famous poem for مرحوم Sheikh Abdul Razak Al-Ka'bi. So it's in Arabic. I want to request إذا ممكن إخوان العراقيين إذا قاعدين يقومون حتى يساعدوني بالجواب. فهذا باللغة العربية إن شاء الله وشعر معروف. جزاكم الله ألف خير. يا ابن أمي عالتربان عفتك يمينه. No, 3 times. It's 3. يا ابن أمي عالتربان عفتك رميله عتني العمى ولا شوف ذيك المسيه يا ابن أمي عالتربان عفتك رميله عتني العمى ولا شوف ذيك المسيه يا اخويا خليناك عالغبر عالي يا اخويا خليناك عالغبر عالي مغسل يفيض دماك والجيف الناري روحي بقت وياك والجيد مساري روحي بقت وياك والجيد مساري امشي وادير العن للغاضرية امشي وادير العن للغاضرية أدري بسهم مسموم شبدك تقطع يا أبو عبد الله أدري بسهم مسموم شبدك تقطع
وصوابه مقبر صار والمقفى مطلع، ذاك السهم يا حسين قلبي تقطع، ذاك السهم يا حسين قلبي تقطع، سمى بضمير حشاي نار سرية، يا ابن امي عالتربة عفتك رمية، يا ابن امي عالتربان عفتك رمية، عن العمى ولا اشوف ذيك المسية، عن العلم ولا اشوف ذيك المسية، يا ابن امي ادري الخيل هشيمة صدرك، يا ابن امي ادري الخيل هشيمة صدرك، بيدي على التربان وسدت نحرك، يا حسين انا بممشاي حيرني امرك، يا حسين انا بممشاي حيرني امرك، لكن فراقك صار غصبا عليا، لكن فراقك صار غصبا عليا، غصبا عليا حسين على الغبر عفتك، غصبا عليا حسين على الغبر عفتك، والحجر لو ما كان اخذ بيتك، ما كانت من الصوت تتلوع اختك، ما كانت من الصوت تتلوع اختك، نوبة انضمتني ونوبك شوف بديا، نوبة انضمتني ونوبة نشيف بديا، يا ابن امي عالتربان عفتك رمية، يا ابن امي عالتربان عفتك رمية، عني وعمت لا اشوف ذيك المسية، عني وعمت لا اشوف ذيك المسية، يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين إلهي وربي نسألك وندعوك باسمك العظيم الأعظم الأعز الأجل الأكرم، إلهي بمولانا الحسين الشهيد، يا الله 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 يا أرحم الراحمين، يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار ثبتنا على محبة محمد وآل محمد. 5 times together. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج، 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 واجعلنا من خير أنصاره وأعوانه والمستشهدين بين يديه. اللهم شافي مرضانا، اللهم اقض ديوننا، اللهم اجعل حياتنا حياة محمد وآل محمد، ومماتنا ممات محمد وآل محمد. اللهم ارفع عنا العذاب والبلاء، اللهم ارزقنا في الدنيا زيارة الحسين وفي الآخرة شفاعة الحسين، ببركة صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم
For the Shifa'ul Marda, fast recovery of those who are sick, those who are asked us for any haja, for Faraj of Imam al-Mahdi, please recite these ayat Sharifah 5 times. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ ويكشف السوء أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. اللهم صل على محمد. دعاء الفرج. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات ومن مات على الهدى والإيمان، بالخصوص إلى أرواح أموات جماعتنا الحاضرين والسامعين، نهدي للجميع ثواب سورة المباركة الفاتحة تسبقها الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
نعم تكبير.
الله أكبر.
نعم الصلاة.
يا رسول الله. يا علي. لبيك يا حسين.
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 لبيك يا مهدي.
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 ومحمد وآل محمد صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Brothers and sisters, as we have sent emails and through Instagram also, we are collecting donations for Afghani refugees who are here in Wisconsin. There is a big box set up in the main hall. Please donate generously. We will sort out the items on 2nd of October. You have still more than 1 week. So please donate here generously so we can donate something from Dar-ul-Hikmah or Growth organization. So you have received the items which are needed. Their new clothes for kids, adults, sisters, and everything, and other hygienic items. For Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad Salwa. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali.